Sunday and Monday, they had the days to work. They submitted their report on Tuesday, and we had to make a decision on that report. The filing was Wednesday. We have found them culpable. There were some allegations of, paying people and all that. We would come into whether those things constitute vote buying and all those things. But the committee said they are guilty of giving some incentives to the voters. So the party should punish them. In fact, the entire party agreed that we should even ignore the results. The majority issued a statement. All of them signed. All the regional caucus leaders signed that we should ignore the results. We got the report on Tuesday. Filing is on Wednesday. Tell me, if politically, morally, legally, we would be able to annul that results on Tuesday and be able to conduct another primaries or acclamation to be able to meet the filing deadline of Wednesday. Yes. Filing was Tuesday. Yes.
So this is Dr. Peter Boama Otukorno. He was the Deputy General Secretary of the NDC. He was elected in 2018 and he served until the late 2022, where he lost that position. Now, his current position within the NDC, as at now, is Director of Inter-Party and Civil Society Relations. Now, he is also a member of the NDC Elections Directorate. Now, he was speaking about the elections that took place at the Ayawaso East Constituency. Now, what happened? Now, we all know that last month, we lost one NDC city MP, and that was Honorable Muhammad Nasir Toure. Now, he died at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital following a short illness. He was receiving treatment when he passed away. Now, this has triggered a by-election that is slated for the 3rd of March 2026. Now, as a party, the NDC needed to hold elections to nominate a candidate that is going to take part in that by-election. Now, these were the candidates that the NDC had. Let me say, we had Baba Jamal Muhammad Ahmed. He is the former High Commissioner to Nigeria. And we had Hajia Amina Adam. And that's the closest rival of Baba Jamal. Now, these were the results of the elections. Now, Honorable Baba Jamal had 431 votes. And Hajia Amina Adam had 399 votes. She lost by 32 votes. Yes. There were other candidates, yes, but their votes were not that significant. Now, the problem is that there were a lot of allegations of vote buying and in this election, and people have lambasted the NDC, calling them a non-democratic party because it was alleged that these two candidates, as we say, Baba Jamal and Hajia Amina, they gave a lot of money to the delegates to vote for them. Even some people were seen having collecting 32-inch televisions and other various items that were very, very expensive. So people called on the NDC, as democratic as it claims to be, to annul the results of the election because they believe that this act perpetrated by especially Baba Jamal, now he was accused of buying lots of things, televisions, giving money to delegates, and people said that he was not even someone who resided permanently at the Ayawaso East Constituency. So he didn't even have the right to even come and contest, and a whole lot of issues. So people were lambasting the NDC that they should annul these elections and the elections should be retaken. Now, Dr. Peter Boama Otukorno has taken the stance to address these issues that people were talking about. Now, let's listen to him.
And Monday, they had the days to work. They submitted their report on Tuesday, and we had to make a decision on that report. The filing was Wednesday. We have found them culpable. There were some allegations of, paying people and all that. We would come into whether those things constitute vote buying and all those things. But the committee said they are guilty of giving some incentives to the voters. So the party should punish them. In fact, the entire party agreed that we should even ignore the results. The majority issued a statement. All of them signed. All the regional caucus leaders signed that we should annul the results. We got the report on Tuesday. Filing is on Wednesday. Tell me, if politically, morally, legally, we would be able to annul that results on Tuesday and be able to conduct another primaries or acclamation to be able to meet the filing deadline of Wednesday.
Yes.
Filing was Tuesday.
Yes.
Oh, but you see, we are legally constrained, one, because you can't open nominations, print ballot papers, conduct primaries in our party, please, in our party. That's why we are National Democratic Congress. Our party is a democratic party. We do not choose leaders for our people. We allow, please. We allow our party to choose the leaders. You must give the party the opportunity and the people the opportunity to elect their choice. You cannot elect the choice for them. Even in cases where we have done acclamation, what happens is that it is only one person that files. But you don't have the time to open nomination, go by your constitution, open nominations, people file, you do elections, print ballot papers, bring them together and vote and do the elections before you go and file on Wednesday. Do you know what goes into filing nomination? Do you know what goes into filing nomination? By law, Electoral Commission requires you to fill a form, get endorsement from all the polling stations and all the electoral areas before your form is valid. So you are telling me that I should go and organize primaries on Wednesday, open nominations on Wednesday, pick the nominations, organize primaries, print ballot papers, do the election, go around and collect signatures, and go and file by 5 p.m. on Wednesday. Who would do that? But you just ask yourself, does it even make sense? And so we are legally constrained. And remember that the Electoral Commission, upon the announcement of the death of the Member of Parliament, you have 30 days to organize the elections. Never in the history of this country has this been varied. And if the Electoral Commission want to vary it, they would have to go to court for court to grant them the permission to vary it. So you are saying that on Tuesday evening, we should take the decision that we have annulled our primaries so that we go and beg Electoral Commission, that go and call your lawyers and use state money to pay them, so that they go to court and go and plead with the court, that the court will vary that provision that they have 30 days to do the election and change the dates for their elections program. You can't do that.
No, but why did the
So I sympathize with Lawyer Martin Pebu. I sympathize with this position. And obviously, this would have been the ideal position that the NDC would have loved to play. Because from the actions that we have shown, we've shown goodwill. President took the decision immediately to withdraw him. Party within the primaries issued a statement. We formed the committee. We have shown goodwill. And never in this country has that been done. Obviously, you should grant us that modicum. That
Saturday night, you could have finished the committee work.
No, Martin,
you could have finished.
Grant us that
24-hour sitting.
Grant us that modicum of, please. Grant us that modicum of wisdom, of even respect, that at least the NDC have shown some goodwill, some small goodwill, that we are willing to act on this matter, and that if we were not constrained by the law, we wouldn't have taken. And look, we didn't take a decision politically motivated. We took a decision because, well, we considered, one, the moral grounding of that decision, the legal restrictions or constraints of that decision, and even the political constraints. And so we had to take a very difficult decision.
Thank you.
And owing to that, we didn't leave it there. We said, look, the others that were implicated in the report, some of them are government appointees. So we have requested that action is taken on all of them. Beyond that, we have extended the committee that we set up to look into how to prevent future occurrences. And that is the kind of commitment we want from political leaders.